Good day, my name is Anna Marie, and me and my group members will be doing a presentation on the various stages of research writing. I will be handing over to them to present themselves.
My name is Aroma Bariki.
My name is Lebo Hayabati.
My name is Gr1.
My name is Tata Maverick Reid.
My name is Bufalanaka.
The abstract. This presentation outlines the main stages of research writing, which guide students on how to carry out a proper research project. It covers selection of the topic, design of the study, the collection and analysis of data, the literature review, and interpreting the findings. The conclusion emphasizes the main insights of research writing, and it encourages independent thinking and offers the recommendations for future research. Overall, it serves as a guide to students, and it helps them understand and apply knowledge on how to research.
I will be covering the introduction today. According to Creswell J.W., research is a process of steps used to collect and analyze information in order to increase our understanding about a topic or an issue. The process of research begins with topic selection and ends with a conclusion. Yet such linear representation requires critical engagement and intellectual analysis. Effective research writing is a recursive, multifaceted endeavor which challenges the writer at every stage. Whether it be choosing a topic or collecting data, one is sure to be presented with both opportunities for insight and difficulties that, if unchecked, can compromise the integrity and impression of the final work. For example, many students and research beginners face problems during topic selection. It is underestimated in its significance. It can lead to a vague and poorly contextualized research question which can derail the entire research, no matter how written the other sections may be. Also, while literature reviews often lack depth and critical engagement with sources used, limiting the conceptual framework needed to support the study. In addition, methodical deficiency and a poor research design can undermine the reliability and applicability of findings. To overcome these issues, students should: 1. Conduct literature inspections to assess relevance and originality of topics. Conduct thorough literature reviews to test relevance and appropriateness of methods. Employ peer review and self-reflection to improve each draft until the research is polished. Appoint with the lecturers early for feedback, and also lastly, align research questions tightly with literature and methods used.
So we're talking about topic as one of the stages in research writing. The topic is the first and crucial stage in research writing. According to Creswell and Creswell, is the specific area a researcher uses to explore, often driven by a problem needing a solution. The importance of a topic is that it draws the interest of the readers, ensures the research questions and objectives, and also the reader stay on track. A topic helps in identifying the research problem agreed by Creswell and Creswell. Selecting a relevant and focused topic is critical, as it determines the clarity and success of the study.
I will be covering the introduction. Introduction is the early stage of research which the writer gets in contact with the area of investigated. It sets the stage for the entire project by stating the problem purpose and research questions. This is by Creswell. The importance of an introduction is that it makes the reader have the interest to read more. It also shows the issue that will be addressed in the study. According to Creswell, the introduction is imperative for establishing the importance of the study and preparing the readers for what follows.
Moving on to the research problem. It's a clear statement about an issue that the researcher wants to start. The importance of a research problem is that it describes and shows what needs to be studied by staying focused to the area of study. According to Timothy and Yang, research problem helps novice researchers about understanding the value of problem-based research by providing a practical guide on the development of a well-articulated and viable statement of a research problem.
On to objectives. Research objectives are specific statements that are meant to describe what a researcher wants to achieve in a study. The uses of research objectives in academic writing are: they are meant to give the researcher a clear direction on what to study. Secondly, they, as stated by Kothari, research objectives make the study more focused as they help establish the limits of the study. Lastly, they influence data collection and analysis methods, since those methods have to match the aims of the objectives. As noted by Creswell J., they play a role in shaping the selection tools and influence how data is analyzed.
I will take over on the hypothesis part. A hypothesis is a statement that predicts the relationship between two or more variables in a research or study that is usually formed between the collection of data, and this is usually based on existing information. So what we are saying here is a hypothesis is a testable statement that can be proven through experiments and observation. And then moving on to the uses of a hypothesis in research writing. A hypothesis is used to guide a research and to also facilitate critical thinking and define variables. In this instance, it can either be independent variables or dependent variables.
Let me take you through the literature review. This is the most important part in research writing, as it involves thorough explanations of publicized research that is related to a given research topic. The uses of a literature review in research writing are: they establish context and background, according to Markey and McEvoy. Secondly, a literature review informs methodology. For instance, if prior research usually employs qualitative interviews for similar topics, a researcher may introduce such methods accordingly.
So I'll be taking you through the research design. So the research design stage is an important process because it applies the methodology and steps for collecting and analyzing data. It is essentially a guideline for the research project which ensures that the methods align with the aims and objects of the research. So we have the importance of the research design. The first one is it provides a clear plan for collecting and analyzing data. According to Creswell, and it also ensures that there is accuracy of the findings and consistency of the research process and findings, according to Saunders, Lewis, and Gr1. And it also ensures that the research sticks to ethical guidelines and gets the necessary approvals from the ethics boards. And then the research design serves as the foundation of the entire research, as it's closely connected to other stages like the literature review and research problems. Moving on to the discussion. A discussion in research writing is one of the last stages in research writing. So then this is where the researcher uses the findings or information from different kinds of sources and connects them to the existing research. And mind you, by kinds of sources I mean traditional as in newspapers and then modern online articles of journals, and then later explains that significance. So it's way more than just presenting results, but it's rather explaining what the findings actually mean. So the discussion is important for a couple of reasons. Like, it relates the findings back to the existing position, which helps to confirm, challenge, or extend the prior knowledge according to Merriam and Tisdale. And then the discussion also outlines the theory, practicality, and policies of the findings, meaning the researcher illustrates the contribution of the work to the field and the relevance to the real world according to Yen. The discussion stage of research writing is essential as it transforms results and relatable knowledge. Relatable knowledge, I mean knowledge that is understood by the majority of the people that are actually taking part in reading the research project.
Good day to you. I'll be taking you through conclusions and recommendations. So a conclusion is not just merely a summary. It is a chapter where the researcher steps back from the detailed data analysis to consider the broader implications of the work, according to Booth et al. 2016. So the purpose and the importance of conclusions. It provides a combination of components, not just a summary. Its primary role is to combine those findings together into an understandable narrative, according to Olive. And also, the purpose of the conclusion is to summarize what the research was about without adding any new information. It is based on the findings and limitations. The conclusion points other researchers toward questions that remain unanswered or new questions that have emerged through the research, according to Polite and Beck 2017. And now, moving on to the recommendations. The recommendation section proposes what should be done about the problem identified by the research. It is the practical application of the research findings. The purposes and importance of recommendations is to translate knowledge into action. In this section, theoretical findings, solutions are turned into practical. And also, the purpose of recommendations to provide guidance for specific audiences. They may be directed at future researchers or organizations or institutions relevant to the study, according to Oliver 2008. And the last purpose and importance of recommendation is to ensure impact and utility. They are the mechanism through which research can influence policy, improve professional practice, or inform decision making, according to Polite and Beck 2017. In conclusion of our research, research writing is a structured process that requires critical studying and a lot of technical ability. Understanding and mastering this is important for getting a well-written research. Knowing and becoming well-versed with the various stages of research we have discussed equips the writer with skills such as evaluation and problem solving, which one can apply in their daily lives. Thank you. Thank you.